Okay, folks, here's a quick review of the Cobra Fangboat vehicle that was produced by Hasbro as part of the GI Joe Retaliation line of products. I picked this up at Walmart for $15.96. This package also included a Swamp Viper figure, which I'll show you later on in the review. Fangboats serve as patrol watercraft for Cobra hideouts. They're piloted by Swamp Vipers and are prepared to attack invading forces at a moment's notice. When I first got the vehicle out of the box, I noticed right away that there was some assembly required for the vehicle, along with some decal application. The assembly was a little troublesome in some spots, but I was able to sort it out. Decal application also was a bit troublesome in some smaller areas on the boat, but that was also sorted out fairly readily. I will say that I like the appearance of the Fangboat. It has nice lines and appears very streamlined. I also like that the gun turret can turn in many different directions. Just like this. See? Pretty cool. And also the gun moves up and down. Very nice. There's also a cockpit located in front of the gun turret, which is right here. And that has a removable canopy on it, which allows you to place a figure inside the cockpit if you so choose. The engine bay cover, which is located right over here, is removable, and I also thought that was a nice touch. Alright, now there are running boards located right here, as well as on the other side of the Fangboat, and these have foot pegs on them. That allows you to place more figures on the Fangboat for action scenes. There are also two storage containers, which are located right here on the starboard side and on the other side on the port side. And that allows you to store some GI Joe accessories in them if you so choose. The fan located on the rear of the boat also spins via the use of a small dial that is located behind the gun turret, and the directional flaps are movable. There is also a small drone that detaches from the Fangboat's underside, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. So let me pause here and zoom in and give you a closer look as to what the Fangboat looks like, and then I'll do a 360 of it and let you see what it looks like from all sides. Okay. Alright, so here's what the Fangboat looks like from the starboard side. Here's what it looks like from the front. Here it is from the port side. Here it is from the rear. Okay. Finally, here we are once again from the starboard side. Alright, now as I mentioned, the Fangboat comes with 3 accessories in addition to the Swamp Viper figure, which I'll show you in just a moment. So let me pan down real quick and I'll show you what they are. Okay, as you can see, the Fangboat has a detachable drone, which is right over here. We also have a cannon right over here, and a spring-loaded missile launcher right over here. The spring in the missile launcher is very strong, and it can shoot it for several feet. So basically, how this works is you just press a button, bango, there it goes, right there. And I'll show you what the missile looks like. Right there it is. The drone and the cannon have no functionality at all and serve purely as decoration pieces for the Fangboat. You can mount the missile launcher and the cannon on either side of the boat very easily if you so choose. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'll slide the Fangboat out of the way, and let's bring in the Swamp Viper figure right here. Alright, let's talk about the Swamp Viper now. All right, as you can see, the Swamp Viper does have a menacing appearance, but he has very limited articulation, which regrettably does not allow for many posing options. The joints on the figure were a bit stiff. However, I noticed that the articulation in the head is somewhat hampered due to his uniform collar. I also don't like that his left arm is in the position that it's in. He didn't come with any sort of a firearm, which I felt was an unfortunate omission on Hasbro's part. Paint apps on the Swamp Viper were pretty well done, with some minor overspray on his boots. So let me pause here and zoom in, and I'll show you what the Swamp Viper looks like up close, and then I'll do a 360 of him for you as well. And it should also be noted that the figure stand that I have him standing on was not included in the package. If you want to buy stands like what I use for my reviews, go to smalljoes.com. Okay. So here's what the Swamp Viper looks like from the front. And now we'll do the 360 of him for you. Okay. Alright, what I'll do is I'll slide this over here. And let's bring the Fangboat back in. Just like that. And I'll give you my final thoughts on this package. So overall, I have to say that I like this vehicle quite a bit. It has a nice appearance and is reasonably priced, although I think it's unfortunate that the boat is advertised as not being able to float on water. The included Swamp Viper figure also looks good, but also has a few shortcomings. So I'll be displaying him in the cockpit more than likely when I get around to designing my next GI Joe diorama. So therefore, in spite of the not being able to float on the water, and as well as the Swamp Viper's limited articulation, I still say that this Fangboat deserves a great recommendation. If you see it, pick it up. Okay, so on that note, take care and stay tuned for my next review. Have a good one.